Here at the Northeast Racers Auction and Trade Show in Syracuse, you know the smile of this guy right here, Bad Brad. We are inside the Exposition Center. We've taught you a lot these past few weeks about a lot of things. Today, we're going to talk about gloves. First of all, how are things going for you at the show, sir?
So Friday's been really, really good for us. We had a lot of pre-scheduled appointments today, Doug, and we've had a lot of folks come by. We've been good and steady all day long.
Good.
What's most exciting is all of our Canadian friends are back. The borders are open, no COVID restrictions. Our Canadians are coming back. It's good to see them. Our friends from Burke Transmissions got to come again. Friends from Kirky Seat. So it's nice to see our Canadian friends back.
I know we're forgetting. Oh, Trick Race Parts,
Trick
too.
Race
Step
Parts.
on the
Just went over and
France.
visited with them about their new helmet blower. They got an awesome new helmet blower.
Really?
Really nice, yes.
Yeah, I saw you over there checking that out. All right, so that,
we put one on our helmets to see how it went.
Was it good?
Very good, yes.
Very good, okay.
Highly recommend, absolutely.
and if you're wondering about that kind of stuff, we did one with Brad. I aired on helmets where we actually showed the attachments, so any of their helmets can be turned into an air helmet, just like that. But today, we're talking about gloves. All right, we're going to start with the one on your hand? Okay.
Absolutely. So one of the things that we see, Doug, is a lot of guys are not wearing racing gloves.
I noticed. I see mechanics gloves all the time.
Very common. They'll wear their karting gloves and all that. The glove is probably one of the most important parts. So if you guys remember a couple years ago, Vern Lefebvre had a pretty fiery accident at Oswego Speedway, and Vern's gloves actually fell apart. It turned out that they were stitched with nylon, and the glove actually disintegrated. In the meantime, Vern was trying to take his gloves off because it's instinct to do that, to take our seatbelt and helmet off.
Right.
So it's really important that you get a glove that fits super tight. It needs to be like a layer of skin.
Really? I thought you were supposed to have it a little loose.
Absolutely not.
Kind of like a suit.
As tight as your skin, because you're going to have to use this to find your zipper, your buckles, and things like that.
That's true.
If you had to get out in a great big hurry. So most of us now make a soft or a flexible glove that can be machine washed. This is a silicone-based print, so you've got unbelievable and unmatched grip on the wheel. No reed, you don't have to have the steering wheels with the grip tape.
Yes.
The holes, all that, they actually tear
That was
up
common
gloves.
years ago. Everybody had tape on their steering wheel.
You don't have to have a bare aluminum wheel, and this glove will give you twice as much grip as you'll ever get from that.
Wow.
The silicone's great. It's machine washable, so you can keep them clean, which is great.
Just like regular laundry detergent?
Yes.
Okay.
Keeping your safety equipment clean is absolutely magical, and you want to make sure that your gloves are going to be SFI certified.
Oh, it's on the inside. I wondered where that was.
They obviously hide the labels. So one of the ways that you can tell that your glove may be questionable, if this label is sewn on the outside, no reputable manufacturer puts their 335 label on the outside.
Because it might catch fire.
Well, it might catch fire, and you also probably raise some suspicion. So if you see the label on the outside of the glove, consult that SFI website we talk about so commonly, Doug, and make sure that that product, the gloves, not just that they're a 3.2 manufacturer, but make sure they're 3.3 certified also.
And it's on
Very
the inside.
important. And it needs to be on the inside, absolutely.
Okay.
You do want to keep them clean. You do want to keep them washed. You want to keep them dry. A nice
Like
tight
how often
fit.
would you wash it?
I'd wash mine once a month.
Okay.
We do prefer that you wash them in the Velocita Suit Wash or with Molecule, something that's designed for FR, or you can simply wash them in cold water and leave them out to air dry.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely.
So that'll work too.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, this is your first line of defense against fire. Because
true.
we're going to start reaching for things that are in that fire to be able to get free. Don't want to reach in there with a bare hand. I know a lot of guys that have very scarred up hands.
Yes.
Philip Smith, the great modified racer from North Carolina, terrible hands, was in an awful fire, had every piece of protective clothing but a pair of gloves on that night.
Are there different SFI ratings for the gloves, or is there a standard that this is and that's it?
For everything that we're going to see in our world, it's going to be a 2-layer 3.3-5 glove. Only in drag racing will you see a higher level certification on the glove.
Yeah, because sometimes they can be in there for 18 seconds, I've seen. And
very
so
long time.
if it catches on fire at the start-finish line, or at the start, halfway down the track.
Yeah, they do a big, bulky SFI 20 glove.
I've seen those,
No reason for that for us to do that. It looks like oven mitts.
Okay, so there's no difference necessarily between this glove and that one?
Colors are just preference of what you like to do.
Yeah, usually match the suit.
Absolutely. We do, obviously, we've got the orange, and we've got red. We've got our legendary white, still worn by Big Chief to this day on Street Outlaws. Pink, pink for the ladies. We've got those.
Nice.
And then, of course, we got the silver that matches just about everything. So lots of. We also do them in fluorescent yellow and fluorescent green.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah,
that'd be fun because I remember I saw somebody this year. You could see their hands moving in the car for the grass. I thought it was pretty cool.
Absolutely, yes. Sometimes they use a particular finger on their hand to indicate to another driver their displeasure.
Yeah.
And being able to see that in fluorescent, for example,
that's true. You're going to see it a little more.
Better. Yeah, absolutely.
And if you're giving them a thumbs up, they'll notice that too. So it's a little bit of both. At that point, what's the price range on gloves?
So gloves, we're doing them this weekend. Show specials $99. They're normally $149.
Okay.
And they're built to last. We also do the reverse stitch, where the seams are on the outside of the glove. This is a standard stitch, but we do a reverse stitch. There's no seams inside the field. Makes the glove more comfortable.
Oh.
Yes.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yep.
Always good to see you, man. Again, make sure to check them out. They're here. And this will air at later times because Brad shares this stuff on his page too. So that way, we don't have to shoot these all the time. So
Absolutely, buddy.
always good to see you, man. Have a great show.
Thanks, Doug.